Alright, I've been having problems out of my Cub Cadet riding mower, and the problem I'm having is the starter issue. When I go to start it, I just get that click. And what that's telling me is that the one or two things can be going on with that. Either the starter could be bad or the starter solenoid. Then I'm getting that click. That's the starter solenoid that's clicking. So it's one way that you can test to see if it's the starter or the starter solenoid. And one of those ways is pretty much bypassing the solenoid and just testing your starter. So you're pretty much taking the solenoid out of the loop. I'm going to show you how to do that today. Alright. Your seat's all the way back. Just lift your seat up and right under here. See that? That's your starter solenoid. That's one of the bolts on it, and it has another bolt on it. And on that side, you can see the positive battery cable right there. So what you want to do is get you a screwdriver and touch those two studs that's sticking out like so. Let me see if I can do it with one hand. Alright, there's the solenoid. When you're doing this, you want to make sure you have your key in the on position. Key is in the on position. And there's my screwdriver. And what I normally do is I touch this side with the screwdriver over here, and then I just bring the screwdriver over to this side. And that started it right up. So that tells me that the starter is in fact good. So this is the starter right here. That my problem is going to be the solenoid. And so I'm going to change out this solenoid today. I bought solenoid offline. And that's what I have. Part number and everything. I think it was probably around 20-25 bucks or so. Stands. And this is what it looks like. Alright, so I'm going to put this on, show you what I'm doing. That bypass method would pretty much work for any mower, almost pretty much anything that has a starter and a solenoid. You can use that method by bypassing the solenoid just to make sure it is in fact the solenoid and not the starter. Now if by chance I touch those two and it still clicked and wouldn't start the mower, then that would tell me that my problem is in the starter. Alright, first we want to disconnect the battery, and I'm going to use a 3/8 on box end on this end and a 11mm socket for the other end of the battery. Next, you want to remove the two nuts off of here and here, and on this right side, the little eyelet is on the wall. Alright, I finally got it down. The little bolts holding it on, they are not an 11, they are in fact a 3/8 inch. To me, it was a whole lot easier to get them off with a ratcheting wrench like so. Box end. It's hard to get a socket in there to stay on when you have to do everything backwards. This is the solenoid right here. It has two other little tabs on it, so I'm just gonna take those off, put them on the same take those off and put them on the same as I took them off onto the new one. And it looks like the green will go to the left side and the red will go to the right side. So I'm going to do that and try to get everything back buttoned up. In order to make it easier on myself the next time, instead of putting it back on how they had it, I may try something different to see if it's a different way I can put this thing back on, so I don't have to get all turned around to try to back those bolts out. But I'll let you know what I come up with, and I may not be able to come with anything. I might just have to put it back in same way I took it out. So stay tuned. Alright, got everything buttoned back up. I had to put it back on the same way that it came off. It wasn't too hard. You just got to remember that you're in it backwards. So what you would normally, the way you normally think something tightening up would be, it's actually going to be loosening it up, and vice versa. So just be mindful of that. Finding the holes were a little tricky from behind, but it wasn't too bad. Getting them started, had to kind of use my fingertips, both fingers, to kind of get them started. So let's put the battery back on. I roughed it up a little bit to make a good connection, and let's get it back on and see where to start up. All right, everything's all buttoned back up. Moment of truth. And there you have it. It was the solenoid. Hope this video helps somebody. Sorry I wasn't able to show me taking the screws on and off. It was just a real tight location. Again, here's the starter solenoid that I purchased. You can see that or not. And like I said, I bought it either off of eBay or Amazon. I'm not sure which one. It was only like 20-25 bucks. And this is a Cub Cadet RZT50 with the Kawasaki motor, 22 726cc, and this is the 50-inch cut. A little dirty. I just finished mowing and it gets a little dirty because I have the mulch kit installed, and so it creates a little bit more dust and debris than if you just have a straight discharge. So please like and subscribe. More videos to come.